Thank you for visiting me on YouTube. Today we're going to explain racists are really evil and callous. This is a look at what's going on through YouTube and through the media and how you can find a way to avoid all this by giving them what you know instead of giving them the impression that you're an angry black person. Instead of them hurling those insults and racial epithets at you, how about we use psychology? A lot of the people who've been complaining on YouTube are practically racist at this point. And in my honest opinion, instead of addressing them like I would in the past videos, I'm going to go ahead and just use my common sense. First things first, this is an invisible minority. These are people who are vindictive and just plain all out destructive to their own cause. They're not going to stop you and many others out there who support Barack Obama. So don't let it get to you. Don't let them slow you down. That's the first thing I got to tell you, because a lot of Americans are tired of what's going on from the Republicans and those who are self-loathing black people. These are the people who are going to destroy our country and our freedoms and our principles that we stand for. So let us not get to their level by addressing them down, by calling them redneck, cracker, and all this other stuff. Let's just use psychology just to psych them out a little bit. We're going to give you these 6 steps in order to defeat the negative campaign that is going on through the internet and through the media led by Fox News, Talk Radio, and some of the newspapers who are very critical of Senator Barack Obama. Let us proceed. A lot of people are going to say that I'm an African American or I'm a black guy. And they're going to say you're supporting a black candidate. Well, I got news for you guys. It's not just because he's black. We're going to take out race for a moment, and let's start by why I'm now supporting Barack Obama. I'm going to explain to you. You find your own way, of course. Ron Paul, the congressman from Texas, he was running against the Republicans. I was going to register as a Republican, and I was going to vote for Ron Paul. After Ron Paul dropped out of this race, I decided to register as an independent. Now I'm going to go ahead and support Senator Barack Obama. I find John McCain detestable. He didn't support the King Amendment, where it gave us the national holiday for Dr. Martin Luther King, and he's been against civil rights. He said it himself. He apologized for all the misfortunes he had when he was a congressman and then a senator. He voted against 90% of the civil rights for African Americans. And you think I should support him? That's one of the things that a lot of these people who spit this racial epithets at me about, they don't understand why a lot of these black people are supporting Barack Obama. They do their research. They look up John McCain's record, and then they see that he didn't support civil rights. If he didn't support civil rights for African Americans, why should anybody support him? Number 2, they're going to say 90% of the black voters support Barack Obama. Well, I got news for you people. Well, that 90% of the black voters will throw the Republican Party out the door if they keep on attacking them. The Republicans are having trouble trying to win seats in the House, and they're going to try to hold on to whatever they got in the Senate. If the blacks see all this stuff going on through Fox News or Bill O'Reilly, Rush Limbaugh, and Sean Hannity, they're going to eventually take it out on the Republicans, because it's like they use Jeremiah Wright as guilt by association for Barack Obama. Well, we're going to use Sean Hannity, Bill O'Reilly, and Rush Limbaugh as guilt by association for the Republican Party. The more Bill O'Reilly talks about the black people, it's going to affect the Republicans. The more Rush Limbaugh talks about Barack Obama, it's going to affect the Republicans. The more Sean Hannity goes on and on about Jeremiah Wright, it's going to energize the black churches to go out and support Barack Obama. I don't think you understand why 90% of the black voters are supporting Barack Obama. Maybe it's because he is the first African American who's managed to get this far. Or maybe it's the fact that he's a Democrat. Or maybe it's the fact that there's a media lynching. And it's led by Fox News, Talk Radio, and some of the newspapers that are very critical of Senator Barack Obama. 3, when people use adjectives, They want to claim that Senator Barack Obama is anti-American. He's a Marxist, he's a socialist, he's a liberal, he's a radical, he's got this kind of condescending attitude, he's an elitist. All these type of adjectives are not going to help solve a problem. First things first, you're going to call the people of Illinois anti-American because they elected him as a senator in 2004, where he overwhelmingly beat Alan Keyes, a carpetbagger who lived in Maryland, who decided to move to Chicago for at least 6 months in order to beat Barack Obama, since their Republican by the name of Jerry Ryan couldn't beat that out? Jeez, what kind of fools are you? Senator Barack Obama was elected by the people of his state. So you're calling those 12 million people in Illinois anti-American? Well, I got news for you people. In order for you to call someone anti-American, you got to look in the mirror. Because all that stuff that you've been saying about Senator Barack Obama really reflects on how you are as an American, and not how he is as a senator and as a presidential candidate. Now, they use Fox News, talk radio, and newspapers and the internet rumors as a source. Well, I got news for you people. In order for you to learn something, you got to read books first. Free your mind from what you hear on the radio or what you hear on television. I mean, that is what's driving us to have so much anger towards Senator John McCain and Senator Barack Obama. Read their books. Read what they talk about before you go out there and say, well, I'm going to think about voting for him. Nah, I'm not going to vote for him. That's ridiculous. That is pure ridiculous. I mean, you can't rely on Fox News right now because Fox News had ran these ads and these articles attacking on Barack Obama. They went out and called his wife a baby mama, which is a provocative term in order to say that Barack Obama is not married to his wife and he had a child out of wedlock. How would you want to take a news organization like Fox seriously when they do stuff like that? And of course, you know, they called him Islamic terrorist when they said that he attended a madrasa in Indonesia, which ended up being more like a primary school, and CNN had to check their facts before they even put out the story. The best thing I can do for number 5 and 6 is basically give you the rundown of what I expect. You're going to expect a lot of flack. Basically, you're going to expect those who are going to say that, well, they're going to hurl insults in your direction. And then they're going to threaten you. Well, I got news for those who want to throw insults in my direction. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Nobody's asking you to watch the videos. If you don't like the videos, go to someone you can agree with. And if you are to threaten Senator Barack Obama or Senator John McCain, as well as the president and vice president, oh, believe me, you will be hearing from the Secret Service. Not only will I call the authorities, I will also make sure that your number, which is your IP number, which is traceable, is found. And then they may take your computer, and they may take your digital camera, and they may take everything from you. And they may give you some harsh interrogation and ask you, why did you say it? Why are you attacking? Why are you acting like this? You need to learn how to respect those on YouTube. So for 5 and 6, if anybody's throwing insults in your direction, either ignore it, delete it, block the user, or contact YouTube support, and they'll handle the matter. But if they do threaten you, or threaten those candidates, or the president and vice president, make sure you call your local authorities and or the Secret Service. So this is what I got to offer for you. And those who are young African American, go out there and register to vote. It's time to change the direction of this country. The economy is the biggest issue right now, and those wars are going to also reflect on how this economy is going to happen to change day by day. So, once again, have fun with how you deal with these people. Psych them out a little bit. Don't give them the fire to prove that you're an angry black person. Give them the fire to prove that you're a strong black person. Give them the fire that you are a strong supporter of Barack Obama. Whether you're white, black, Asian American, Latino, or Native American, if you support Barack Obama, do that. Don't let them stop you. This is an invisible minority. Don't let them control your voice. Don't let them stop you from doing what you got to do. And of course, go out and vote. That is the biggest thing I would ask of you. So thank you for visiting me on YouTube. Catch you on the next one.